So Isaac, thanks for being here. Appreciate you taking the time. You've been in sales or in sales training now for 16 years. Some of the things we're talking about now is trust. What are some ways that you intentionally train your salespeople to help build relationships and build trust?
That's a fantastic question. I think the biggest part of our process that we stress is going that extra mile, right? So obviously, the initial conversation that our reps have is important, but it's really in that follow-up that really solidifies that trust, right? So whether it be a follow-up email, a follow-up call, especially in between, say, an initial discovery call and an appointment, staying in contact with that customer as you continue to build that relationship, that is definitely where we try to stress to our reps that it's an ongoing process. And trust is not just going to happen in one conversation. It's multiple conversations. It's that follow-up. That's really where things live and die.
So with Payscape, do you have that process already lined out, saying, okay, this is first step, second step, third step, fourth step, to where, okay, next there's a trigger for them to actually do the follow-up email or follow-up phone call or whatever? Do you have that actually structured that way?
Absolutely. We like to give our reps a framework to work from. Obviously, adaptability is huge in sales. And so once you have that framework, you have that ability to kind of make changes on the go. But we do have certain markers where we would intentionally say, hey, after this certain amount of time, make sure you follow up here, make sure you follow up there, and then take that information. We use Salesforce as our CRM to track all that information, so each conversation takes us further in that sales process.
And they give you automatic triggers, is that right?
Right.
So assuming somebody does not have a company as good as Payscape, with the structured training that they have, who's maybe left out on their own, because some of the people watching this now, they won't have that kind of structure. What are some things that you suggest to them to develop their own structure?
I would say that always put yourself in the framework and the mindset of the customer. If you were on the other end, what would impress you? What would make you feel more comfortable with a salesperson? Oftentimes, what we have, and I hear this from my reps all the time, they'll go in, they'll speak to a potential customer and say, hey, somebody's been here 100 times. But the big thing is how many of those people followed up, no matter what that conversation was. So whether you're using technology or just good old-fashioned, good values, so to speak, thinking about the customer and making sure you're always being reliable with them is what I would say would be the framework of how I would start any program, no matter whether you're using technology or not.
So just try to, regardless of the intention you have behind it, you just need to be trustworthy and always follow up on your commitments. Is that right?
Absolutely. It's simple as that. You try to build and try to think of all these different things, but it really just comes down to building that genuine relationship and being someone they can actually trust.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.